Think fame makes you fearless? Think again. From lucky socks to banned birthday cakes, celebs have some seriously quirky superstitions. Let's dive into the weird world of celebrity luck and logic. Lady Gaga's superstition with her purple tour book is one of her most personal and persistent rituals, a blend of creativity, sentiment, and luck. She's known to carry it with her everywhere while touring, treating it almost like a sacred charm. The book, filled with notes, sketches, and thoughts from her travels and shows, isn't just a scrapbook, it's a living symbol of her artistic energy and connection to her fans. Gaga believes that keeping it close brings her focus, confidence, and protection through the chaotic life of touring. For her, the color purple represents spiritual strength, transformation, and creativity, fitting for someone who constantly reinvents herself. Every tour, she updates the book with affirmations, set list ideas, and personal reminders that keep her grounded. To outsiders, it may seem like a quirky habit, but to Gaga, it's her personal good luck charm. A tangible reminder of her journey, her fans' love, and the magic that fuels her performances. Enjoyed that little dose of celebrity luck? Hit like, share, and subscribe. Your good fortune might just depend on it.
You know, Harry Styles' superstition with his silver cross necklace is quite a quiet, yet meaningful ritual that's followed him through much of his career. During his tours, he's often seen wearing the same delicate silver cross. It's not just a fashion statement, but really a symbol of protection and grounding. For Harry, who's always been open about his spiritual side and sense of fate, the necklace serves as a small anchor amid the whirlwind of fame and travel. It's said that the cross was a gift from a close family member, which definitely adds to its emotional weight. He believes it brings him luck and shields him from negativity while performing. It's a subtle but powerful reminder of faith, family, and where he came from. Even as his style evolves, the silver cross often remains, tucked beneath his shirt, resting near his heart. It's more than just jewelry. It's a personal charm that keeps him centered, no matter how wild the world around him becomes.
Elvis Presley's superstition with his Star of David and cross charms revealed a deeply spiritual side that, honestly, few people outside his circle truly understood. The king of rock and roll was known to wear both symbols together, one representing Judaism, the other Christianity, on a single chain around his neck. For Elvis, it wasn't just about religion alone, but more about protection, unity, and luck. He believed that by wearing both, he could cover all bases, as he once put it, keeping himself safe and spiritually balanced wherever he went. So, Elvis had always been fascinated by faith and mysticism. He read books on religion, numerology, and the occult, and honestly, his belief in spiritual symbols ran really deep. The combined charms became a reflection of his open-hearted search for meaning. A man raised Christian, but drawn to the universal language of faith and fortune. Whether he was stepping onto a stage or into a private jet, he rarely went without them. In his eyes, the Star of David and the cross together were more than just jewelry. They were twin guardians, always watching over the king.
Heath Ledger's quiet fascination with numerology, particularly the power of the number 3, reflected his introspective and almost mystical side. Those close to him said he often noticed patterns in numbers and believed that 3 held a special kind of energy, a number symbolizing balance, creativity, and destiny. For an actor as deeply intuitive as Heath, this belief felt natural. He saw the world through connections and signs, and numbers were part of that rhythm. Heath's respect for the number 3 would often show up subtly in his work and daily life, in the way he organized things, planned decisions, or structured creative projects. Friends recalled him mentioning how everything important comes in 3s, from opportunities to emotional shifts. For Ledger, numerology wasn't about fortune-telling. It was about meaning. The number 3 represented harmony between mind, body, and spirit, and in that trinity, he found a kind of peace amid the chaos of fame and creativity.
Charlie Chaplin's superstition about black cats was, honestly, one of the few things that could truly unsettle the comic genius. Though he made millions laugh with his charm and wit, Chaplin himself was deeply wary of the age-old omen that a black cat crossing one's path brings misfortune. He reportedly avoided black cats entirely, even on film sets, refusing to start shooting if one wandered into view. crew members learned quickly to keep them far from the studio or outdoor locations whenever Chaplin was around. For a man who thrived on timing and precision, superstition gave him a sense of control in an unpredictable world. Whether filming in silent-era chaos or navigating the rise of Hollywood, he treated luck like an essential part of performance. It's a charming irony that one of cinema's greatest risk-takers had his limits when it came to superstition. Behind the bowler hat and mustache was a man who believed that sometimes staying funny meant staying lucky, and that meant steering clear of black cats.
Cristiano Ronaldo's superstition of stepping onto the pitch with his right foot first is a ritual as precise as his game itself. Known for his discipline and meticulous preparation, Ronaldo believes that small habits shape big outcomes. And this one has followed him throughout his entire career. Before every match, no matter the stadium or stakes, he makes sure his right foot touches the turf first, often paired with a quick sign of the cross. To him, it's not just routine, it's a gesture of balance, focus, and good fortune. This superstition fits perfectly with Ronaldo's perfectionist mindset. Every detail matters, from his diet and sleep to the way he ties his boots. The right foot first ritual is his way of setting the tone, mentally and spiritually aligning himself before kickoff. Teammates have joked that he'd never dare step on with the left, and true enough, he never does. For Ronaldo, it's about starting every match on the right foot, literally and symbolically. It's a simple act, but one that connects his incredible confidence to a quiet sense of faith. The belief that luck favors the prepared, and superstition keeps him one step ahead.
Paul McCartney's superstition with his rabbit's foot dates back to the early whirlwind days of Beatlemania. Long before private jets and world fame, he was just a young musician navigating chaotic tours, sleepless nights, and screaming fans. And through it all, he kept one small charm for comfort: a rabbit's foot for good luck. The tradition of carrying a rabbit's foot has deep roots in Old English and Celtic folklore, said to bring protection and fortune to its owner. For McCartney, it became a small, reassuring token amid the frenzy of the Beatles' rise. He'd often keep it tucked in his pocket or close at hand during performances, interviews, and travel. It was his way of keeping fate on his side when life on the road felt unpredictable. As fame grew and superstition faded, the rabbit's foot eventually disappeared from his pocket, but the charm's spirit stayed with him. Even today, McCartney speaks with warmth about those early years, when a simple lucky token helped a young Beatle face the world. It's a reminder that even legends once leaned on a little magic to find their rhythm.
Enjoyed that little dose of celebrity luck? Hit like, share, and subscribe. Your good fortune might just depend on it. Taylor Swift's connection to the number 13 is one of the most famous modern celebrity superstitions, and for her, it's not unlucky at all. In fact, it's her lucky charm. Swift has called 13 her favourite number since childhood, believing it brings her success and protection. She was born on December 13th, turned 13 on a Friday the 13th, and says that every time she's won an award or had something amazing happen, 13 was somehow involved, from seat numbers to dressing rooms to dates. Before major performances, she's known to write the number 13 on her hand in bold marker as a personal ritual. It's her way of channeling confidence and good energy before stepping on stage. Over the years, the number has become a kind of signature, a quiet nod to fans who know its meaning, and honestly, a symbol of the luck she creates for herself. Taylor has said that 13 flips the idea of bad luck on its head, proving that luck is really what you make it. For her, it's not superstition in fear, but superstition in belief. The number 13 doesn't curse her, it crowns her.
Beyoncé's pre-show superstition is as powerful and graceful as her performances themselves. Before every concert, she gathers her dancers, band members, and crew into a prayer circle, a ritual she's kept since her earliest days performing with Destiny's Child. The group joins hands, bows their heads, and takes a few quiet moments to give thanks, set intentions, and ask for protection, unity, and strength before stepping onto the stage. For Beyoncé, it's more than a routine. It's spiritual alignment. The prayer circle centers her energy, grounds her team, and turns the chaos of touring into a moment of shared purpose. She's spoken about how this ritual reminds everyone that the show isn't just about fame or spectacle, but connection with each other and with the audience. Even as her productions have grown massive and her stages more elaborate, this simple act remains unchanged. No lights, no music, no movement, just stillness and gratitude. In a world where superstition meets faith, Beyoncé's pre-show prayer circle stands as her quiet source of strength, the moment where power meets peace before the roar of the crowd begins.
LeBron James's chalk toss has become one of the most iconic pre-game rituals in sports. Part superstition, part performance, and pure LeBron energy. Before every game, he dips his hands into a bowl of white chalk, claps them together, and throws the powder high into the air, letting it drift like smoke above him. What started as a simple way to dry his hands for better grip has become a symbolic gesture of focus, confidence, and readiness. LeBron first adopted the routine early in his NBA career, inspired by greats like Michael Jordan who had similar rituals. But for LeBron, it took on its own magic. The toss marks the moment he mentally locks in, a signal to himself, his teammates, and the fans that it's game time. Crowds now cheer in anticipation before the toss, turning it into a small, shared ceremony of excitement and luck. Even when he briefly stopped doing it, fans demanded its return. It had become that much a part of his legacy. For LeBron, the chalk toss isn't just a superstition, it's a statement. It's the transformation from man to legend, captured in a cloud of white dust that says, "The king has arrived."
Believe it or not, that's just 10 of hundreds. More celebrity quirks and charms are on the way, so don't miss out. Subscribe now and keep the luck rolling.